Dignitaries on the dais, many distinguished guests here, faculty of the Institute, and above all, the students. It's your day today when you will be receiving your degrees for which you have worked very hard, and I believe you fully deserve what you are going to get today. So I congratulate all of you for your achievements. I compliment your teachers, your parents, and your institute for preparing you to face the outside world in terms of jobs and employment. I know that there are many distinguished people on the dais who would be also addressing you, so I'm not going to take too much of your time. But one or two aspects I would like to bring to your attention or discuss them with you a little bit. Most of you are going to be in the services sector, and we all know that India is doing very well in the services sector. But the services sector has one very important component which I'm sure your training in MBA and the diploma that you have done must have trained you for, and that is the motive or the inspiration of providing service. We know that we have a very large services sector in the government area also, the bureaucracy. That's also services sector. But at times we feel that this services sector is not serving the society to the extent it should. In the private sector, we are basically driven at the end of the day by certain quantitative values. Have we made some profit? Have we done something for the company? But it is very important that the element of serving somebody is also looked after when we go to the services sector. And I hope in your employment, while salaries, organization are very important, we will not forget that there is an element of service in the services sector, whether we are going with the government bureaucracy or we are going with the private sector. The other thing I would like to mention is that all of us should try to play for the organization in which we are working. If a couple of years back, I was only looking after my department, that's Department of Genetics, then my first job was that I worked for the welfare of that particular department. But once I go and take up another job, it becomes very important that I start playing well for that particular team. I think in the organizations, it is very important that we look after our welfare, but at the same time, we work for the welfare and for the advancement of the organization with which we are working. So we have to be good team players, and we have to learn that our sole loyalty is not only to ourselves, but is also to the organizations. Why am I saying that? If we learn to do well for our organizations, whether they are government organizations or they are private organizations, I think our economy and our society will do much better. The bedrock of a democracy is the strength of the organizations, whether they are courts, whether they are universities, whether they are institutions, or they are companies. So I hope you will serve well whichever organization you join, and I want to congratulate you once again, and I want to thank the organizers for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to address you with these two small thoughts. Thank you.